Look, grind hard, well done, sir, and welcome to the freaking Well Show.
What's going on, guys? Rome of the Romer here. I'm here with Heidi again, the online arbitrage expert. And today we're going to go over a couple tips just starting out, tools you need, what to look for, and how to make millions of dollars flipping books on Amazon. Maybe not that much, but you make a lot of money. She's already at $322,000 in sales this year. So what tools do you need starting out? You need an Amazon account?
You do.
Keepa, Camel.
Yeah. So,
what are those things?
Camel. Or I think it's called the Camelizer, the Chrome extension.
Okay.
Like Camel is the name of the company. So you need the Camelizer Chrome extension. That shows you historical price data. Keepa is also a good option, but Keepa used to be free, and now for some of the features that are important, it's actually you have to pay 15 euros a month. So you can get by with just the Camelizer. So
you need a spreadsheet too, right? Or the technique she uses. She makes a spreadsheet of books proven to have seasonality. So what are you looking for when you look at these graphs? So you first, I'm actually interested. Like, what do you do to find a good book? Like, do you search Amazon.com, just random titles? Like,
I just basically, I've randomly come across them. So, take a subject like whatever, physics, search physics. You're gonna
she
get
likes the
some
sciences.
You're gonna get some top selling.
We're
books.
here in our lab right now.
Yeah, this is where I have my day
These
job.
are all the books she's flipping.
No, those are lab books. I don't touch those. So I look at books that have a high price. So to amend what I said, the top result for physics books they're going to be popular books, but if they sell for like $10, I'm not interested. Even if they sell for 30 or 40, I'm not interested. I'm looking for books with a high price because they have some meat on the bone. And there you can really exploit the difference between the low price and the high price throughout the season.
Okay. What do you mean low price? They go down in like summertime, or?
Right. So prices peak at the beginning of the fall and the spring semesters. And then there's a little peak at the beginning of the summer,
Okay.
Either before finals or before the beginning of the summer semester. I don't really know what causes that peak. And then the price tanks at about the point of the year we're at now. So October, November. And then all spring, so February is just dead. March is just dead.
So you're buying heaviest at those times.
Right.
Okay. And you want to show them real quick what that looks like on a graph?
Sure. So real graph would be best, but I'll make a sketch for you.
And what time frame is this?
So this is example of a price over time for a book that I would be interested in.
So you're looking at like years.
This would be 2 years.
Okay.
The last year is most important, but I always take a glance at the whole trend. So this would be a peak in August. The smaller one would be a peak in January.
Let me ask you this real quick. I'm just have you noticed like almost like an increase in prices for certain titles over the last couple of years due to people being restricted and less competition?
I haven't seen that.
Okay.
Yeah. So generally, you see this kind of periodic trend with the addition of everything just gets cheaper over time because the book becomes less popular in anticipation of a new edition.
Gotcha.
And then you sometimes see this trend, and then a new edition comes out, and everything just tanks. But you still see the trend at a smaller magnitude.
Okay. So is there anything that deters you away from books that right here, it's got seasonality, but is there anything that will make you not want to buy it? Even if it proves seasonality, it's at a low point, but like maybe there's lots of offers or anything like that?
I would just buy all the offers.
Okay.
As many as the budget allows.
Okay.
So only some books have this beautiful trend that I'd classify as high seasonality. What you see more often are borderline cases. So sometimes you'll see extra peaks in here for reasons that I don't know, just, supply and demand, and supply increases and demand decreases. So something in between where you have high prices and low prices and there's an arbitrage opportunity, but the seasonality is not very clear. I'd classify that as a medium trend.
Okay.
So I stock those books as well, but in lower numbers.
So what about are there certain buyers you won't buy from?
No.
You'll buy from anyone?
Oh, well, I mean, so there are some buyers that are just clearly scammers. So,
and how do you look for those?
Often you can tell from the username. It's weird. No feedback, very little feedback. Students sometimes offload their books on Amazon and have usernames that kind of make sense, like their name or like U.S. student or. I'd have to look at
You
example.
purchase more than just Amazon books, right? You go on dealoz.com
Right.
and you look at eBay. You look at what other
Yeah, so I
platforms?
buy from Abe Books, Alibris. There used to be half.com, which is part of eBay, but that's now gone. Biblio. I mean, you name it. Textbooks.com. Book holders, though I don't like them. Um, they kicked me out of their store once, would you believe? I ordered 3 books from book holders and I opted to pick them up in store because we had a local store. And I went to the store. They took my ID. I guess I thought it was to check if I'm, actually the person who bought them and paid for them. They went to the back with my ID, and after 5 minutes, the girl comes back. She's like, "Why? Why did you buy 3 books?" And like an idiot, I said, "Oh, I resell them." And she's like, "Well, then we can't give them to you."
Hmm.
Oh,
Wait. So what? Why were you in the store?
because we had a local book holders, and when I ordered online, there was an option to not pay shipping and rather to pick up locally.
Wow.
So I avoid book holders.
Okay.
What were we
Interesting.
talking about? Sources. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
any
different
place. And I use this
platforms.
price comparison site called DealOz. Now, I'm sure there are other such sites out there, but DealOz is just the one that I found and that I use. You put in an ISBN, and then it searches across all these various websites for good deals. You
Yeah.
can sort by price.
There's also bookscouter.com that does that. I'm not sure if they're any different. Things to look out for on that website.
On DealOz?
Yeah, like super low priced books, PDFs,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's good for students. If you guys are watching this and you need a cheap book or free book, type in the name of the textbook you want, PDF, and you can get it for free. So that probably took away from our business since we sell textbooks, but students watching this, you're welcome. I noticed that there's a lot of times on eBay there'll be like $10 PDFs, and you get really excited, like, oh, this
Yeah.
book's $150 book on eBay is $10, but it's not really the case.
I mean, there are ways to find PDFs for free online, but it's not necessarily legal. So.
Yeah.
Plus, there's value in having a print copy, and now that money is no longer
She's trying to sell you textbooks.
now that money is no longer as much of an issue for me as it was when I was an undergrad and I had barely any cash. I'm actually buying books and I'm reading them, and it's so nice to have something for reference and you can put in post-its.
So has this been like your main? Do you ever get a job, or has this been like your main way of making money?
Well, this is very much a side hustle, and I don't even talk about it that much with people in my life because
You're
it's not
talking to
something
thousands of
I
people
know.
about it.
It's not something I really want to be known for. I mean, I'm a PhD student in electrical engineering, and that's my passion, and that's what I want to do with my life. So this is just a thing I've figured out on the side, which happens to be lucrative and
Yeah.
really doesn't benefit humanity.
Benefits you though,
It does, yes.
which benefits humanity because you're human, right?
Sure.
What do you look for when the actual book arrives at your house and now your lister's house? What are certain things that people should be looking out for? Too many stickers, fake books? What are we looking for?
So first of all, you want to make sure that the book that you receive matches what you ordered. I would say less than 1% of cases, but it happens. You get the wrong edition or you just get something that you didn't order. Secondly, you want to look out for instructor's editions. They're often concealed with large stickers. You're technically not supposed to sell those under the listing for the standard edition on Amazon.
But you can sell them, right?
You can. There are separate listings for those
Yeah.
instructor editions. You just have to look at
Do you
them.
ever create listings?
I never have, no. I usually, books that I don't want, I send back. You definitely want to watch out for international editions or global editions or school-specific editions. So anything that has a cover that's different than what you're expecting.
Are these other platforms as return friendly as Amazon is?
Generally, yeah.
Okay.
You get a lot of protection as a consumer. All these sites want to attract buyers, and they make it easy to deal with returns. And now I have my VA handle returns. So what I have my listers do is they take a picture of the items they receive with their phone, they upload it to a Google Drive folder, and then my VA compares the photo against the orders. So she actually just pays for herself and the mistakes that she finds and the returns that she handles and the money.
And why
we
don't
get
you have
back.
the American look at the listing?
I
Save her
found
time? Or?
to save them time, yeah, because labor in the U.S. is a lot more expensive, and I find that they're a bit sloppy. It's just, you know, when you have a big stack of books that you know you need to pack, so like taking that extra time to go to like find the order email and everything, it really disrupts their workflow.
How much are you paying the one in America?
I pay $1.50 per title.
Okay.
Per title received. Yeah.
So I mean that's almost it. I guess the last thing would be repricing. So you get the books, you find the books, ship them to your place or your lister's house, you send them to Amazon. What do you do once they're there to ensure they sell?
So I have my listers list the books at $199, and then they arrive at the warehouse.
What if that's lower than the price it's going for?
It's rare.
Okay.
Sometimes they do sell right away at $200, and then, well, maybe I could have made a couple bucks more, but it's good that it sold quickly. But it's rare that they're more than that amount. So then I have my VA go and reprice according to prices that we've predetermined by looking at the seasonal trend. Basically, what I have them do is they mentally draw a line through the peaks and the troughs, and then I call this the high price, or rather...
How do you know if they mentally drew the line or not? If it's not Sharpie.
I go and check these numbers because they really matter. So we list at the high price and we buy at the low price, approximately. And then we make adjustments. If it's a really unpopular book, maybe I'd pay even less.
Do you ever use that Keepa notification where it notifies you when something drops below a certain price?
Yeah. Actually, I use the Camel notifications.
Oh, they have one too?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I get emails.
Do you use both Camel, and Keepa? Do you have a preference?
I like Camel because of how easy
So
the Camelizer, because of how easy it is to see that bright red line.
I should make my name Romer the Romer.
Yeah. But Keepa has a lot more information, like sales rank.
So why even use Camel? Does it just load faster?
Yeah.
Because if Keepa has everything Camel has.
Well, Keepa's harder to read just because of how they draw the line on the graph.
Okay.
So Keepa has a black line for lowest MF price, and Camelizer has a bright red line. So just visually, when you're doing this quickly, it's easier to see that bright red line.
Gotcha. So if we're looking right here, and so this is August, right? That's that peak.
Yeah.
Probably.
Sorry, is the mic still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on. Okay, so let's say this black line peaks at $100. What are you going to price it at? Because
about 100.
That's showing merchant, right?
Right.
Most likely.
Right. So I would price at 100, and then as the season approaches, I'd go and reconsider the prices.
Okay.
Oh, so I also use a repricer, which matches the buy box. So I would set the floor price at this high
And
line.
the repricer you use Amazon.
I use Amazon because I'm cheap and I don't want to pay for anything.
Yeah.
And Amazon does an okay job. So that's the lowest that I'd let it go for. And it'll go up from there.
Sweet. Hope you guys got value from that. Do you have any last words before I shoot you?
I don't know. I'm not good with open-ended questions. No last words.
What are your last words? All right, guys. That was Heidi. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Crush that like button. Smash it. Or if you didn't like the video, go ahead and dislike it. Do what you got to do. Peace out. Until next time.
Dope sells like the charge do, but selling's all about potential. And money speaks, then I'm the main act. I give a damn.